is James from Corrosion with...
I'm Abby from Underdark.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tell us a bit about your band.
Okay, we started ages ago. We are from Nottingham. Originally, I wasn't in the band. They put out an EP with a previous singer that did pretty well. They parted ways just before the first album came out. I joined then. We ended up having to go to London to re-record all the vocals, which was really fun. It was kind of rushed. If you listen to the first album, that's why the mix sounds a little funky. Yeah, a lot of touring and gigs in between times. That's the fun part, right? And then our second album, that's now out. That's really fucking happy with that one. We are here tonight to play. We are on a run with Grief Ritual, which got booked a little bit weird because we got like 3 this week and then next weekend. But it's, I mean, on the bright side, it avoids having to play a Tuesday night anywhere, which is the worst night for a gig. It's been really fun so far. It got booked a little bit weird because we got like 3 this week and then next weekend. But it's, I mean, on the bright side, it avoids having to play a Tuesday night anywhere, which is the worst night for a gig. It's been really fun so far. They're a little bit of a different lane to us, but it's still like metal and hardcore fusion. We're a little bit more post, a little bit whooshy and fancy. They have more breakdowns, so we're getting a nice mixed audience. It's good shit.
That's definitely what you want, a good mix in the audience. What made you want to be in a band?
Oh man, God. I think the first time music really fucking gripped me was I think it was the Tony Hawk's 4 soundtrack. Anarchy in the UK came on and I was like, this is the shit. I gotta hear more stuff like this. And then, you know, like the interest in punk develops into like crust and grind and then black metal and scrams and all of that. And so, and the whole through line through this is I cannot carry a tune I could not sing for the life of me. I couldn't carry a tune if it had a handle, but I can do the screamy voice pretty well. So, you know, it's sort of built from there, and yeah.
This is a pretty random one, but what's your favourite takeaway?
My favourite takeaway? Oh God, that's tough. God, you fucked me up, man. The random one. I am a sucker for a good pizza. I'm not gonna lie. I like when you get the mushrooms and all the different sorts of peppers on it. That's
anything in your band that you wouldn't be able to live without?
Anything in the band?
Like just in general. Like it could be equipment, could be people, could be anything.
For me specifically, I think it would be lemon and ginger tea. That's that's my secret for any aspiring vocalists out there. If you finish up a show and your voice is pretty fucked, have one of those in the morning, you'll be fine.
So you could say that is definitely a lifesaver.
Absolutely.
About like your most recent release and what it means to you.
Oh man, God, it means a lot. So for the band, it was our first release with our new drummer, who is an absolute powerhouse, and musically it represents a huge sort of step up for all of us across the board. And you know that you don't want to think too much about what critics say, but there are a few things that people said about the last album that got me like, maybe my vocals are a bit random. And so one thing for me personally, I wanted to really lock into the rhythm and, you know, make sure everything was in time with the riff, and so it flowed really well. And I know for Ollie and Adam's parts, our guitarists, they really wanted to sort of step up and have more like complicated time signatures and make all the transitions between parts smoother and all of that. And then there's like what it means in terms of thematically, like as a writing project for me. I wanted to tell a story about basically the decline of British communities, post-industrial communities after like the Thatcher years in the 80s, when specifically from my ends, the Midlands, there was like a lot of mining towns which are just now, like several generations later, ghost towns full of people on heroin. It's fucking miserable. And I kind of wanted to basically tell a story that sort of spanned that time, and that was sort of how I approached it as a writing project, with like one song sort of introduces the concept, but the others sort of like progress through through the decades.
I want to say thank you to not only Abby but Underdark as a whole. Before I sign off, here is a little snippet of their live performance at the parish. James signing off.